Welcome back, boys and girls, and let's duke it out. First of all, let's make sure both chambers are open and magazine removed, and I could show you it's empty. Now I know this is not a really fair comparison because they both have different purpose and different use for this rifle. But if you're thinking about just getting one of them, then I want to go over a couple of points, pros and cons, and see which is for you. Again, this is my personal opinion, and here it goes. Okay, sometimes YouTube have a little problem with showing you how to disassemble rifles, so we're gonna skip that. But I could tell you right now, disassembling, cleaning, AR is more convenient. As for the hand carry, AR is more convenient. Now having more weight in the front, carrying it like this is much more comfortable. Now whereas Tavor SAR has weight in the back, so having it pointed like this is not that comfortable. You got too much weight in the back, and again, the magazine release just crushes your wrist and that hurts. But the advantage of having the weight in the back is when you actually have the gun up and pointing. Now, this feels really comfortable, it feels really light. You got all the weight between your shoulder and your hand. So it's much more stable, and you could definitely shoot more accurate, and you can hold and aim for much longer. But for the AR, pointing and holding is not bad, but you could definitely feel the weight and you could get tired pretty quickly. But having a collapsible butt stock really does help. Now let's talk about the charging handle and the size of the rifle. Now if you're in a vehicle and you're in a small space, working with SAR is great. You could work everything you need, and you don't need a whole lot of space. But for the AR, having a charging handle up on the top, you really need that space to pull it and work it. So for the smaller space and for the charging handle, I think SAR is much better. Now if you're a regular Joe like me and like to shoot at the range and be able to replace an upper to different caliber like 300 Blackout, 450 Bushmaster, or 6.5 Brandel, AR gives you a lot of great options. And shooting AR on the bench is great. Now as for the Tavor SAR, having a small forearm stock and having the action release in the bottom, this really is not great for shooting bench. Now another biggest problem that I have with SAR is that having the chamber right next to your face, you have a lot of smoke coming up, and it was really irritating my eyes. So that's another thing that you have to think about. Okay, that was my honest opinion, and let's mount the scope and hit the range and see who's more accurate. Now one thing that I have to tell you is that looking at his red dot, I could see that he used Loctite, so I don't like to mess with it. And I realized that I could actually mount it in the front, and even though it looks a little funky, I think we could test it out. Okay, here it is. I know this looks really funky, but I think it will work. Looking through the scope, the top of the red dot scope does get in the way, but right in between I can see my crosshair. So it's really not fair because I'm not having the proper eye relief and it's not mounted the way that I want it. But let's hit the range and duke it out. I'm gonna try to set in the scope at 25 yards. I have a kiddie chair, so I'm sitting a little bit higher, so it's more comfortable than before. Okay, this is 25 yards. That's 3 shots. Last 2 shots really tight, so I'm going to take it out to 75 yards. Kajin's Army provided me with 5.56 NATO ammunition. I'm going to compare both rifles' accuracy with this ammunition. And since that scope is comparable, I'm not going to zero in, I'm just going to go for the group. And same thing with my AR, I'm not going to zero in with this ammunition because it's not what I use. Okay, I have both scope at power 7. I'm going to shoot at 75 yards. First I'm going to go for left lower target for the shot. Okay, shooting at 12 o'clock, a little high. Okay, right lower target for the shot. Second shot at left lower target. Second shot. Okay, third shot. Third shot. Okay, 75 yards. AI did a little bit better. Let's take it out to 100 yards and see how it shoots. Okay, this is 75 yards and it's raining. Just my luck. Alright, 75 yards. Now that's with AR 3 shot and that's with SAR. At 75 yards with AR, we're looking just at 1 inch. And with SAR, that's about 1.2 inch. Okay, we're gonna target our 100 yards. We're gonna go for left lower target for the shot. Okay, now AR right lower target for the shot. Okay, second shot. Second shot. Alright, third shot. That's about 1.5 inches growth, which is not too bad. Third shot. Okay, that's probably inch and a quarter. Not bad with the NATO ammunition. Okay, this is 100 yards. All right, that's with SAR, 3-shot, probably about inch and a half. That's with AR, that's probably about inch and a quarter. We'll see. With AR, we're looking at about 1.2 inch, and with SAR, we're looking just about 1.5 inch. So honestly, they're just about the same. But AR did win. Okay, my honest opinion, if you don't have any AR, go with AR. In many different ways, this is more convenient for the regular Joe. But if you have enough AR, or if you're doing a practical shooting, or working as a special security guard or bodyguard, definitely consider Tavor SAR. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have, enjoy life with what you got, but mostly thank God for the freedom we have.